The Las Vegas Raiders just got a moment from their rookie quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, that says a lot more than it looks on the surface. A missed OTA session, a media event in Los Angeles, and a quote that instantly spread across NFL circles. He would rather be on the field than doing promotional work. On paper, it sounds like a small thing, a rookie being honest about wanting football over marketing. But in reality, this is exactly the kind of moment that starts shaping how a young quarterback is perceived inside an organization, especially one like Las Vegas that is still trying to find stability at the position. Because in the modern NFL, the quarterback isn't just a player. He's the face of the franchise, the marketing engine, the culture setter, and sometimes even the unofficial CEO of the locker room. And when a rookie shows frustration with anything that takes him off the field, it forces a bigger conversation. Not about attitude, but about identity. Mendoza didn't refuse the event. He didn't make headlines for skipping obligations. In fact, he still showed up, still participated, still engaged with mentors and media responsibilities. But what stood out was the honesty. He admitted he was upset. He admitted he wanted to be practicing instead. And that kind of transparency hits differently in a league where most rookies are coached to say the same thing. It's part of the process. I'm just taking it day by day. Instead, Mendoza showed something that front offices often love in private, but rarely hear publicly: obsession with football over everything else. For the Raiders, this comes at an interesting time. They've been cycling through quarterbacks for years, trying to find not just talent, but sustainability, a long-term answer, someone who can grow into the job, not just survive in it. And right now, Mendoza is projected as a developmental piece behind a veteran presence, learning the system, adjusting to NFL speed, and waiting for his opportunity. That makes moments like this even more important because every rookie quarterback is evaluated on two tracks at the same time: the physical track, arm talent, processing speed, decision-making, mechanics, and the intangible track, leadership, professionalism, response to pressure, and how they handle everything that isn't football. And here's where things get interesting. Mendoza's reaction wasn't about resistance, it was about priority. He didn't complain about the NFLPA Rookie Premiere itself. He acknowledged its value, the networking, the business education, the reality of being a professional athlete. But he made it clear where his focus naturally sits: on the field. In a league where distractions multiply fast, that mindset can either be a strength or a blind spot, depending on how it's managed. Some quarterbacks use that obsession as fuel, becoming film junkies, preparation machines, the type of players who outwork everyone in the building. Others struggle when they realize the NFL requires more than just football, especially early in their careers. For Las Vegas, the balance will matter because they're not just developing a quarterback, they're developing a brand identity around a new era. And every public comment, every OTA appearance, every small reaction gets filtered through that lens. It also adds an interesting layer to his depth chart situation. Mendoza is expected to begin the season behind veteran Kirk Cousins, a quarterback who understands exactly how to manage the business side of the NFL. Cousins has lived through media cycles, contract negotiations, organizational transitions, and the pressure of being both a starter and a placeholder for the future. That mentorship dynamic matters more than it looks, because rookies don't just learn from coaches. They learn how to be NFL quarterbacks from the veterans standing next to them, how to handle media obligations without friction, how to balance preparation with the off-field responsibilities that come with the job, and how to turn frustration into routine instead of distraction. Mendoza's comment doesn't suggest he's unwilling to do that, but it does suggest he's still adjusting to the reality that being an NFL quarterback means you're never just doing one thing at a time. And that's where the Raiders will be watching closely, not whether he wants to practice more. Every coach in the league wants that. But whether that same intensity can be channeled into consistency, into preparation, into leadership when things aren't ideal. Because the truth is, nobody questions his commitment to football. The concern, if there is one, is how that commitment translates when the schedule stops being convenient, when the media obligations stack up, when the losses come, when the learning curve hits. That's when rookie quarterbacks either grow into the role or get overwhelmed by it. For now, This is just a small early chapter in Fernando Mendoza's NFL story. A quote taken from a media appearance, a reaction that spread online, a reminder that even in the offseason, every detail is magnified when you're a young quarterback trying to earn your place. But in the bigger picture, it fits a familiar NFL pattern: a talented rookie, a franchise searching for long-term stability, and the early signs of a mindset that could either become the foundation of a future starter or the first test of how he handles the weight of the league. Right now, the Raiders don't need perfection from Fernando Mendoza. They just need growth. And this moment, as small as it looks, is part of that process.